presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But
Yeah.
holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Cultivate wisdom. You don't need to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 960, NASDAQ off 345, S&P's down 117, gold contract up $2.70, trading at $15.99 an ounce. You get silver down 13 cents, $14.02 an ounce. Light sweet crude flat, $20.55 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note up 9 ticks, trading out at 138.31. 30-year bond up 2 points plus 6 ticks at 181.08. And King Dollar up 619 ticks, trading 99.666. The euro is at 109. The yen is out here at 107.20, and the British pound is at 123 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have out here? Well, bottom line, folks, okay, we get a down market. If we go take a look at the S&P, the SPY first. Now, you're pulling back with tremendously lighter volume. What we do need out here is a rejection of price. Yesterday, what we tried to do is this. The highs that were established out here last Wednesday, that high was $262.80 inside the SPY. You had volume there of 257 million. So that's what we were looking at, is that do we have an ABC structure on the way up? Could we blow it away with volume? Well, bottom line is that you failed on price as well as volume. What we did is that we went into that area. We did 194 million versus the 257. Bottom line, that's where the pullback comes out here today. Now, this is the cool thing on this, is that you get the pullback coming in, but the pullback is coming into 300 million, 299 million to be exact, as well as 235 million. We've hit 245.63. The highs of the 24th is 244.10. The lows of the big volume day is 239. We'll see how this shakes out coming into the close. What we have not had all day long is zero buyers. You've had selling out here on a continual basis, no doubt out here today. You don't have, it's just been kind of a razor blade in the way down. What we did get at 11 o'clock this morning, that's where the high come in. That high was established 50 points higher than we are now. You did the next leg down. And bottom line is that what we are doing is that you're going right against the strength that had been established out here going back on the 26th. So that low out there is at 24.30. But that's what we're going into. And we'll see if, in fact, the NDX 100 can try to basically get us out of here in the next 40 to 50 minutes. We take a look at the NDX. You're going to see the NDX. That's down 344 points. The high that was established out here today is a couple, that's actually 225 points higher. That was also established at 11 o'clock this morning. What we did do, let me see how we broke this swing point. So you did 6,100. Okay, that's good. So when we broke the swing point, the first low was established, folks, at 1240. We broke that low at 1430, and the bottom line is you did break that low, and 6176. Oh my God, you broke that low with a few more contracts. It's almost the same, but you can make the case that could be an ABC down. That'd be pretty intense if that's the case. That's in your NASDAQ composite, but the NDX 100. But what we're still doing here is we're going against actually Monday's open. The bottom of Monday's open, and this is where you can see that the NDX 100 is still much stronger than all the other indices. In a big way, too, not in a small way. We take a look at let's go inside the NDX first, and we'll see the strength versus the weakness inside here. Strength, net T's is up 1.6%. You got JD.com up 1.1%, Regeneron's up 0.6%, and Verstech is up 0.5%. Taken away from it, airlines are getting smoked. You get United down 19%, American Airlines are down 12.5%. You have Autodesk down 10.3%. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow. And I suspect it's going to be Boeing that's going to put in some monster numbers inside there. No doubt. Boeing's putting 115 negative points. You get Apple putting 93, United Health 82. Positive points, Walmart 5, Procter & Gamble 1 point. No action there. Gold market. What do we have inside the gold market out here? Gold market out here today, folks, traded down to a low of 1576. You rejected lower price. Bottom line, you're going against the monster bar where we went topside over $125, and you're going to have a rejection of lower price with lighter volume. That's saying gold, once again, is going to go charging for the top of this consolidation. The top of this consolidation is 1707. Right now, you're at the 1600 area. If we go take a look at the GDX, we look at some of the gold equities, you're going to see the same type of setup there. The GDX came back. Well, if we even look at yesterday. Yesterday, you came down with 45 million shares. You're going into 93. You filled the gap. Today, it's even less. Went to basically tested the low, rejected the low, going topside. Bottom line, this thing's going topside once again. So it's going to be wild watching this market shake out. What I expect it's going to be all about, once again, folks, these notes and bonds are having a hard time holding price. Now, picture this a second. They're having a hard time holding price when we know that the Federal Reserve has told us they're buying bonds hand over fist. That's pretty impressive because that is saying that bottom line, even with that, the bottom line, notes and bonds want to get down to the lower end of this consolidation that we were in after hitting all-time highs. That consolidation is the trading day of March 19th. So we'll see where this whole rest of this thing's going to shake out. Dow Industrials right now down 965. Nasdaq's up 352. S&Ps are up 117. We'll come right back.
Folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
TFNN is launching an open house for our Tiger's Den. For a limited time, you can get a 30-day free trial to the Tiger's Den. Just enter promo code OPEN at checkout and pay nothing for 30 days while you try out your Tiger's Den membership as part of our open house. With market volatility at an all-time high and people all over the world working from home if possible, TFNN is hosting an open house in our Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is an interactive chat room that runs all day where other tigers and tigresses discuss trading ideas with the hosts and members, along with charts and current market news, as well as live access to the charts the hosts use during their programs. Join us for the Tiger's Den Open House. Begin your Den membership today by just entering OPEN at checkout and pay nothing while you try things out for 30 days. For all the details and to start your Den membership today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the TFNN Tiger's Den Open House taking place now. Sign up today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 950. You get the Nasdaq off 345. S&P's off 115. Let's get over and take a look at this oil market. So the oil market has been teetering at this $20 level for quite some time, folks. We hit $19 once again today. We hit it on Monday, and you can see, you know, this baby, it doesn't want to break the 20, but the bottom line is that we did have volume down there on Monday. So that low there was 1927 in this contract. Right now we're at 2073. If we go take a look at a longer basis on this contract, let's see how this sets up. So I'll bring this back 30 years on a monthly basis, because what we are going to get now is we're going to get the bar from March, so we'll be able to take a look at just how this is set up. Okay, so we blew away everything going all the way back to, this is sick, man. Look at this, to 1999. So what's game here, what's game here, folks, is $16. $16.70 is game. If we break something like that, then you're talking about $10 oil once again. And the last time we had $10 oil was in 1998, and it actually was quite a downdraft because I actually had offices up in Alaska at that time, and it was a long drought, because look at this. You had $10 oil in 1991 going all the way over. It popped up to 26 at one point, but went right back down to 10 again in 1998. So it's destruction. There's no two ways about that. We go take a look at ExxonMobil, and what you're going to see with ExxonMobil, bottom line, stock has gone from $71, hit a low last week of 30. You're going sideways. There's not much juice here. What you probably can expect next with ExxonMobil is that they are going to be reducing their dividend, because I can't picture right now they're saying they get a 9.3% dividend. That in the environment that we're in, folks, okay, in an environment where the 10-year is trading check this out. This is so cool. Right now, I pull this up at the right time. The 10-year is trading at 0.618 of 1%. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, it's a 0.61 of 1%. You don't basically get 9% dividends when you are at a 0.61 of a 10-year. Just it is what it is. And what happens most of the time there is that you're going to get that reduced. XAU, HUI, they're both moving topside once again. They both rejected lower price out here today. The XAU is at 81.25. The Gold Bugs Index, and what has happened, I'm going to bring it back to something for a second. Gold Bugs Index is up $4.67. Now, this is pretty cool. And the RGLD. What you are going to see is that the big streamer stocks, okay, have lifted their head up once again, folks, okay, inside the gold market. And that is saying that the probability is much higher that we're going to see physical gold go higher once again. You get Royal Gold, that's up $4.20. And that very well, we'll see whether it's going to be an ABC structure up. You're at 91.88 right now. 97.96 is going to be the B point on that. It's going to need a lot of volume, but the bottom line is that we will get to understand just the strength and or weakness inside of that market. Franco-Nevada also up at 364. But that's going. Franco-Nevada needs a little more juice in it, but Royal Gold that's running with some juice. If we go to Newmont and Barrick, what you're going to see with Newmont also going topside 156, and then we go over to Barrick Gold. We take a look at Barrick. Barrick is up 67 cents. At 19, and then let's do Harmony. The reason we're going to do Harmony is that we're going to talk about the Rand for a second. So Harmony today got down to 203. It rejected it. It's 217 right now. And then let's get over to South Africa and take a look at this. So trading in South Africa, Harmony did the same thing. Last week it was trading 5,000 Rand. It comes down to 37. Get a rejection of lower price out here. This is going to get interesting. So the market must be worrying. So watch what happens, folks. Okay, let me go to the Rand first. So the Rand, folks, has never been this weak. The Rand is 18.24 Rand dollars against one US dollar. And watch when I bring this back. This is like absolutely amazing. This is where, you know, these companies really will print money. The real question is that I suspect the market's worrying that the coronavirus could get inside of the mines, and then, of course, the mines shut down. What you're going to see out here, if we go back to just March of 2018, it was 11 Rand dollars to one US dollar. If we go back to 2011, you're talking about 6.5 versus 18. So it's 200% more or weaker than it was in 2011. Now, what ends up happening there is that the South African miners, they sell their gold in U.S. dollars. They get paid. Their expenses are in Rand dollars. So you can see that's something to keep an eye on because the correlation fundamentally is there. The bottom line is that they haven't really shown it in the stock yet. I expect that we will see it in the stock. Let's get over to that S&P again because they're pressing the lows in the S&P. I want to see what kind of volume we got in this 10-minute chart right now. Okay, so let's bring this out a little. Let me do this way. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so what we're looking at now is this. We're at 2448 and 2453. That's the number I got to keep my eye on. Okay, so that's 33,000 contracts, and we're at 13 now. Well, okay, so we're only 4 minutes into this bar. The number that we're going to keep our eye on here, folks, happens to be 33,000 contracts. We have been going lower all day, no doubt about that. The volumes can contract, and what you do not want to see is a volume expansion as you're making a leg down. You know, what we have not had is any buyers in this market. There's no doubt about that. The real question is going to be, is someone going to step in, or is the folks that have been short all day, are they going to basically be covering as we come into the close? Let's go to Al in Tampa. Hey, Al, what's going on?
Not much. Just looking at your gold report and
staying safe,
picking up some gold, and let people know out there that I'm making some really good money. You know, I make sure that I get them, and then I put a closer stop than you do. You put an amount for a loss, but I like to use the close. I like to go ahead and use a trailing stop where I put 10% on, and then when I make some good money, I move it up to 7. Then I move it up to 5, and when I think it's topping out, I move it up to 3, and it takes it out, and I sit back and I reevaluate, look at the gold report and stuff like that, and watch it pull back like it did again, and jump back in. And I just wanted you to look at GFI, and I got in at like 490, and as soon as it breaks over 5, it usually goes parabolic on me, and I make some good money.
Okay,
so what do you think
right
about
there.
GFI?
Just stay right there. We're coming right back. We're going to be talking about gold fields. Dow down 1,012. NASDAQ up 363. S&P's up 122. We're coming right back, folks.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 1,000, NASDAQ up 365, S&P's up 123. We're talking to Al from Tampa. We're talking about Goldfields, GFI. So are you in this right now, Al?
Yeah, I went ahead and waited for like a W formation and bought it at 490.
Nice. So, I mean, this is a nice setup, man. I mean, what you'd love to, it's already done it. It got back inside 469. Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, it got under, Monday's low, rejected it. You're going to have tremendously lighter volume, 6.7 million. We only got a half hour left, going into 10. And, the bottom line is that you get some volume up at these highs at the 649 as well as the 669. So that's saying that that baby can get right back up there, man. I think it's a good setup. You get some action.
Okay.
Cooking, brother.
Yeah. Did you notice? Did you notice that even the market's down 1,000? I don't know if your listeners know. Gold stocks really haven't pulled back that much. They weren't hit by the pullback.
No, they weren't. Yeah, and what you had, so when you look at the overall picture too, folks, okay, what you have is this. The gold contract, as well as the gold equities, were the last sector to get hit, and they got hit just as well as the market did. They went down. They were also the first sector that'll come all the way back topside. So as Al's saying, what's out here today is that, this market's getting hit. Now, this is getting hit, and it has light volume, which is really good. We haven't got the rejection of lower price, but the bottom line is that the gold sector is rejecting lower price, which, we'll see how this shakes out, because what we had out here yesterday, and it looks like it's going to start happening a little bit right out here today, is the same phenomena. You get a half hour left in the marketplace. The dollar, just as Al and I have been talking, just gave up about 150 ticks. And the correlation, folks, has been pretty tight inside that dollar index. Yesterday it wasn't tight. The following days before that it was. And what the correlation is that when the dollar goes down, the S&Ps were going higher. And, of course, the dollar basically controls the price of gold. Because when you look at gold, folks, it doesn't matter what currency actually look at gold in. The only currency that gold is not at another all-time high is the U.S. dollar. Every other currency, because the currencies have gotten so weak, gold is exponential at a all-time high. In fact, if you want to see this, look at this. This is like crazy. I was just talking about the rand dollar. If you just want to see the amount of money that these companies should be taking in, I'm going to take this gold contract. I'll just put it back. I don't know. I'm going to put it back 30 months, 30 years rather. No, I don't have to put it back 30 years. I'll put it back there anyway, just so you can see the correlation. And then, so what you're going to see, the first, if you're watching Tiger TV, that's the U.S. dollar. You can see the highs at $1,920, which were established in 2011. Now watch when I change this currency. I'm going to change this currency now to the rand dollar, and you're going to see the type of acceleration that should end up coming in those equities, because it's pretty amazing. So look at this. So 2011, oh my God, look at this. This is even crazier. So our highs in rand dollar, folks, was 14,000 rand. Well, right now, that would be the 29,000 rand. That's how dramatic that is. It's a big number. Even if I take it and I put it into the euro, where do you see this? You basically have not something that is outlandish like this one, but the bottom line is that you are still at all-time highs. In 2011, you had 1,388 euros, and we had hit 1,578 euros last month. So bottom line is that, I expect you're going to continue to see higher prices in both the aspect of the gold and gold equities. Cooking, brother. Have a great one, Al. Have a safe one, man.
One other thing, Tom. How come diesel fuel hasn't gone down like gasoline?
Well, let's see. GLCL. It actually has, but it hasn't got to the pumps. So watch when we look at this. I'll bring it up right now. So when we bring it up right now, it's at 93 cents. And gasoline's at 55. But diesel's at 93, man. Bottom line is that, that's cheap compared to what they're actually still getting for diesel. So,
thank you, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And for all of us that don't live in California, folks, okay, I'm sure the folks in California are trying to figure this out, because what has happened in California is that GLCO. Because watch this. When we take a look at commodity prices, when you take a look at the aspect of we're at 53 cents on a gasoline, unleaded gasoline. Well, in California, evidently, they're still paying over $4 a gallon, folks, okay? Pretty amazing, man. I mean, in Florida, I've seen them, regular gasoline is definitely under $2 right now. There's no two ways about it. And we'll see, if the rest of this complex gets into lower price. The way that the oil contract is trading, it's saying it certainly will. Because, and this is something you want to wrap your head around. When we look at future prices, this is a future prices, folks. If we were in the oil business, there's plenty of articles out there saying that oil contracts. So picture, you have the futures, then you have a cash market. So a cash market means that, okay, you and I are players. We're going to the larger producers and say, okay, we want to buy a whole tanker today. What is the cash price? Well, the cash prices are basically running at $15, $10, as low as $8, depending on how much oil you are going to basically, and what type of oil you're going to be basically buying. So you are talking some very low numbers, folks, in the business in a huge way. There's no two ways about that. That's pretty amazing. S&Ps, let's go take a look at that S&P, because this is the slow razor blade, no doubt, folks, on the way down. Just zero bounces out here. No volume, just as I said, but the bottom line is that nothing else is, you got 3 minutes left in this 10-minute bar, and it's anemic volume. But guess what? The buyers have not come in here. If we set up like this, what you're going to have is that you're going to have a market that has closed down. It's closing against monster volume. But the bottom line is that you need both. You need the contraction of volume with the rejection of lower price, and that's not something that we've had just yet. NASDAQ Composite still is the strongest index out there. NDX 100 is the number. There's no two ways about that. Let's get overseas and we take a look at what happened with the DAX as well as the FTSE. DAX came down 391 points today. Let me see if I get the volume on this yet. I suspect both of them are going to be light volume. And no, I didn't get the volume yet. So the DAX came down 391. The FTSE out here, it's not a bad setup. The FTSE's weaker than the DAX too. So the FTSE came down 217, but that's not a big number compared to where we are. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is down 1,086. You get the NASDAQ off 388. S&Ps are off 133. And, folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you are going to see right in the featured content, okay? Yesterday, I did a show from, 3 to 4, of course. But from 3:15 to 4, I did a show on, bottom line, the monies that are available out there, number one, for small business, okay? So as you go over to TFNN under featured content, what you're going to see is you're going to see two separate links. One of them is going to say, click here for segment 1, and what that is a $10,000, they're calling it a loan, folks, but it's a grant that you do not have to pay back if you're in small business. And small business, by the way, folks, is whether you have employees or you're self-employed or you're proprietor or you're an LLC or you're a single member, LLC. Bottom line is just about anyone in business can get this, and it's very easy to do, okay? So that's the link, that's number one. The second link, okay, is that link there is going to be what it's all about is that's the Paycheck Protection Program. Now, the Paycheck Protection Program, you're going to be able to basically get 2.5%, 2.5 times whatever your payroll is per month. That is it starts out as a loan, and it can end up being a grant also. Now, that second program, which is called the Paycheck Protection Program, I will have all the information on that on Friday, okay? So Friday, that information will be out there. They're both great programs. What I'd love everyone to do out here is this, okay, is all of us know people that are in business, okay? I want you to go over to TFNN, and I want you to send that link to 3 people. Send it to them, folks, because it makes a huge difference. And the way this is set up, now watch how this is set up. It's very easy to do, okay? And the way that it's set up is that the SBA is saying that you are going to have the funds in your account in 72 hours after the completion of the application. And we did the application live on the air yesterday. It took approximately 12 minutes to do it. It says in the application it's going to take you a couple hours, but the bottom line is that it takes 12 minutes. And all you have to have your EIN number. If you're self-employed, just your Social Security number. Your gross, whatever you took in, gross revenue for the last 12 months, starting on January 31st of this year, and then your cost of goods. That's all there is. You put it in there, get it in there. What they do is that they ask for your bank account, the routing number, your account number. Bottom line, by the time of Monday, the Tigers and Tigresses out there, we should be getting, money in there to basically keep your business going. And so check it out. Please go over there. Please send it to 3 people. Okay, that is the way that you can basically, help folks that are in need. Because what happens, folks, is this: picture this. The last time someone paid me, okay, was in the Marine. No, it wasn't the Marines. I worked for 30, I guess I worked I looked for 6 months after I get out of the Marines to the city of Boston. So last time I got a paycheck from someone else was when I was 20 years old. The bottom line is that what happens when you're in business, particularly at the beginning of business, any time in the business, when something happens like this, you have a hard time thinking, okay? So this is going to relieve a thought process too, okay? There's a lot of different stresses that end up happening when you're in a small business, any type of business. But, let's just take small business because we're in small business. Bottom line, that's going to relieve some of that. Then the man, women, whoever is doing it, then you can think a little bit better because you have a little cash going forward that you can figure things out. So please do that. Come over to the website of TFNN, get the link, send it to 3 people. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Market-wise out here, guess what? I don't have anyone I can ask to go buy the market. Let's go look at this thing, man. My take, by the way, folks, is that this is still light volume. And, yeah, it's deviant, but guess what? You don't get lower lows when you're coming down with light volume like this. We take a look at this S&P. What you're going to have here is that you got below the lows established on Monday, which is 24.45. We're at 24.43 right now. You're going into the strength that we had out here on the 26th. And bottom line is that neither of them at this particular point, we've got a rejection of lower price. But what you do have is that the amount of selling has dried up dramatically. I mean dramatically. Yesterday, the S&P, the SPY, so picture the SPY, folks. What we didn't do yesterday, we couldn't get over the highs with volume, okay? You had a contraction of volume. Now you pull back, now you get a bigger contraction of volume. Okay, so this is the battle line, which makes sense. The battle line, which is pretty amazing if you've never dealt with Fibonacci numbers, the battle line is a 0.382. Now that's not a great bounce, by the way, just so you understand how that works out. But the battle line was set up right at the 0.382 of the whole leg on the way down. That's, is that positive or negative? It's neither, folks. It is what it is. It's really important to understand, though, what that is in a larger context. So in a larger context, it means that, hey, listen, man, you got to get over that 0.382 of the long deal. Bottom line is that you're going to fail. What we have out here on the last leg down, okay, that last leg down started in March 4th, is that we almost got to the 50% retracement, which is 266. So the one that you want to absolutely, well, actually, let me look at the Qs, because I want to see where the Qs got. So the Qs, I believe, went over a 0.382, and the Qs actually could end up being the saving grace of all the markets. Because, yeah, it did, which is pretty cool. Now we're back underneath it. Oh, I see what happened, though, too. It didn't hold. Okay. So when we take a look at the Qs, what you have is this. The Qs got over the 0.382. But yet we closed underneath them, so that's not cool either. So the bottom line is that in both cases, we need buyers in this marketplace. That's how this is basically being set up right now. What you can do, which is pretty cool, is that when you have a market that has been down so dramatically, what I like to do is you go to the stocks that really get smoked and say, okay, how are you trading? Because we know that they are the weakest of the indices. And if we go to Boeing, what you're going to see is the bottom line is that Boeing's pulling back with 39 million shares versus 77. That's a good setup. What I mean by a good setup, I wouldn't be buying Boeing, okay? But that's a good setup, saying that someone else is buying it and that Boeing still wants to go more than likely to the last high of 186 versus 131. And the news on Boeing, of course, hasn't got any better. And now what you have out here today is that because of the coronavirus and because of folks working from home and all the above, it's going to be really hard for the FAA, period, to basically get all those planes certified. That's what it comes down to. Dow Industrial's down 1,000, Nasdaq off 362, S&P's off 115. We'll come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks and commodities, along with specific recommendations including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 950, NASDAQ off 338, S&P's off 110. You know what's amazing out here, folks? Okay, so check this out. We know Carnival Cruise Line, all the cruise lines, heavy problems, flat out. Well, Carnival actually came out with a bond offering today, and they not only sold it, but they were oversold by almost 300%, folks. And what that means is this: they were selling a bond at at $4 billion. They were offering 12% at $4 billion. I think that's insane. But bottom line, there were buyers out there to the point of $17 billion. Going after $4 billion, and then they got the interest rate down to 11.5%. Now, my point of this is that it's amazing to me that people will still take that type of risk. My take is that Carnival's going bankrupt, okay? It's down $4.50 right now. You're at $8.80. I mean, this thing is just getting toasted. But it is what it is. And you can see that how markets work. And this is just amazing to me. But evidently, there's still that much money out there that is looking for yield. And picture something, that at that level, at 11.5%, it's not like they have any security, any collateral whatsoever. The bottom line is that, hey, we'll see where it shakes out, but that's a pretty heavy number. Now, on top of that, this is what's really positive for the marketplace. On top of that, what you have out here in the U.S. right now, there's 11 separate bond deals that are going to get pushed out in the next few days. That is a really good indication that you have markets that are clearing. What clearing means, folks, is that there is a buyer on the other side. Now, that buyer on the other side, just like this, it'd be at a higher price, but you have a buyer at the other side. They're not locked up. When a market is locked up, what ends up happening is that you have an aspect that no matter what price you present to the marketplace, the market is too paranoid to do anything. So in the context of where we are, these markets are unlocking. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night. Have a safe night. Come visit us tomorrow morning, 8:30. Tommy kicks us off. Great program, Morning Market Kickoff.